What's good out there in cyberspace? I am that man, that boy, Mr. Thaddeus Jackson. You all know my partner in crime, the official, Pasadena's own official Dena. What's good, my dude? What up? And it is our special, esteemed pleasure to present to you, live from the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena, California. Tha Ruff Records presents straight comedy, no chaser. Straight up.
Everybody's ready to laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, shit. Are y'all ready to laugh? Nah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. But, before we get this ball rolling or whatever, we have to throw out a small disclaimer. We are not comics, so if you laugh at me, I won't get mad at you. I'll just fuck you up. All right, straight up.
Right in the parking lot.
Yeah, the parking lot is right there. This ain't what you want. I'm a mean motherfucker. Is there anybody in here who loves to watch fat kids fall as much as I do? I mean, no shit. I sit down at the computer and I'll type fat kids fall. It will blow your fucking mind. It's so, but I'm like, no, it's not even the fucked up part. The fucked up part about it is that there's always an adult somewhere in the area. And somebody holding the camera. And nobody's stopping the fucked up shit that's about to happen. I mean, you got a kid who's like 16 years old, like 300 pounds. He's getting on a bike, about to ramp a ditch on a ramp. And by ramp, I'll clarify, ramp, I mean like a piece of plywood and 2 cinder blocks. You know good and damn well, skinny kids can't do that. But this dude's dad is gonna stand there and watch him. And like, I'm just like, hey, watch this fat motherfucker. Watch this shit. And the dude's standing like, is that your son, man? He's like, yeah, still. No, just watch. Sure as shit. Goes up the ramp, busts his ass. Nobody helps him. Everybody laughs. Hey, that bitch. I mean, like, I tried to picture myself doing some shit like that when I was a kid. And, I'm from Louisiana. Louisiana whoop whoop. All that good stuff. And, but like, I can imagine me doing some shit like that. I can see my mom's face now. Your black ass off that bike. And it's always weird because you never knew what she was saying totally, but you knew what she meant. You only heard the first and the last word. Get your like, that's all you heard. And you knew not to do some dumb shit.
We forgot to tell them about the website we're starting.
Oh shit, you're right, the website. Everybody keep your eyes open. We have a website started called IAintShit.com. I mean, it's highlight. I mean, you can ask anybody who knows us on a personal level. We just simply ain't shit. You laugh, the fucked up part, I'm serious. Like, the shit we do, the shit we say, people just, like, they don't understand, like, you ain't shit. And I hear that on at least a daily basis. From my wife, my mom, from them, from everybody else, you know what I'm saying? But like, so we figured, why not capitalize on it, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm thinking is, we start the website solely because we ain't shit. And we gonna sell merchandise that ain't shit. I mean, bear with me, think about it. Cigarette lighters that don't work. Pens that don't write. Check this out. Wide Moon College printer paper. For those of you who missed that, printer paper has no lines, but whatever. And that's our cue to get off the stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce you tonight to your MC. A very funny guy. I've seen him here at the Ice House many times. I've seen him all around town. Funny guy. He's an awesome guy to me. I'm sure he'll be an awesome guy to you. The awesome Mr. Dick+Devin.
Yeah. I said, look, did you see that? There it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, I'm not going to go to that big white boy shit right like that. The half hand with the hug in there. We almost got that going on.
You know I try to shit.
I'll talk about later on my credit score. You don't got to worry about that. That's right, 700. Who else is it? No, I'm kidding. I have no idea what my credit score is. Like I said, my name is Nick D. I just moved here from Chicago. Having a good time. Woo woo. There's a tag phrase for tonight. Don't forget it. All right. And anybody ever been to Chicago?
Yeah.
I love Chicago. I do. I love being in Chicago. I do. I mean, I got admit there's a few things to get used to out here. So obviously, I've been out here for a couple days, or for a few months now, and no matter what anybody says, the weather's nice. Obviously, coming from Chicago, the weather is nice, right? I think everybody in LA agrees on that, right? The weather's good out here.
Yeah.
That's all anybody tells me since I've been out here. It was like, oh, you're new? Oh, you're gonna love the weather. The weather is phenomenal out here. But I can't help but notice that that's the only nice thing anybody that lives here says about this city. Like, I've been here for a few months. I'm loving it. Like, I do. But like that's the only nice thing. Not only that, it's the only nice thing anybody that lives here will let you say about this city. There's people out here that have an ego about how good this city's not. You know, like you can't come. I made the mistake of trying to comment the city a few days ago, matter of fact. I made the mistake of mentioning in a crowded place that I didn't think the traffic was that bad around here. That's right. That's the wrong thing to say in a crowded place in LA. Nope. 5 strangers just jump you. Have you been on the 405? Have you been on the 405? No, I'm gonna shut your face till you've been on the 405. Traffic's not bad. I'm like, look, I was actually just trying to compliment your traffic system. I mean, it seems to be working better. Don't you compliment this city? You take that back. You never have more pollution, crime, or traffic than in LA. It's like, why the hell do you live here then? The weather's nice. Right. Yeah, food trucks. Apparently, that's kind of cool too. I have been in LA for long enough now. After a couple months, I have experienced the traffic. I get it, right? Everybody knows the traffic's bad out here. I've experienced it. I find myself having fantasies in traffic. You know, whenever you sit there in dead stop traffic, you have like those, you know, what if I had a flying car or a gun or, you know, one of those kind of things? But here's how much of a child I am. I find myself sitting in dead stop traffic. I find myself having Mario Kart fantasies. Does anybody ever play Mario Kart as a kid? So you know what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there in dead stop traffic, just wishing you had that blue shell with the spikes on it. Just stick that bitch right up the front. Take the guy out in front, exactly. So I'm talking about, you know. I mean, I love what Mario Kart rules. Now you're driving down the 110, come over the hill, there's dead stop traffic. Boom! Lightning bolt, everybody's in there. Sure, it's only for 30 seconds. I can do a lot of damage in 30 seconds. Get a star. Oh, man. Star is Rocket Beaver. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to make another reference here. This is way too many Mario Kart references for this set. But I have to mention this story, all right? I was driving down the highway. I was driving behind this pickup truck. This is how deeply ingrained this is in me. I was driving behind a pickup truck, and the wind is just blowing shit out of the back of this pickup truck, right? Blowing paper bags and newspapers and shit, and I'm driving through it with no problem. I got no issue. Until the wind blew a banana peel out of the back of this truck, and I seriously swerved because I thought that if I hit it, I would have spun out. I endangered other lives because of Mario Kart flashback. Just sitting there wishing I had checking my rearview for red shells and shit. All right. No, you gotta get used to a lot of stuff out here. Like I said, I've gotten used to the weather. I've gotten used to the traffic. And I think you gotta get used to the people out here, though. You know, it's a different kind of people. You know, I mean, I love everybody that I meet out here, but they communicate in different ways. Like, for instance, there's something I've learned that apparently you have to do when you live in LA. Apparently, whenever you live in LA, you have to learn how to answer any question at all, any question, using nothing but your resume. Nobody? Okay, good. No, just making sure. I mean, I'm sure people have noticed this. Like, you can ask anybody in LA a question about anything. You'll get a little bit of their resume in there. That's just what happens. Like you can ask them a question about anything. You walk up to any girl, just, well, what kind of tampons do you use? Oh, the same kind as Julia Roberts. I was on set with her one time, and she dropped her purse, and I looked inside, saw she was using the Maxi Eddie Flows, and I was like, oh my god, that is so awesome, because I work so much. I skip my period sometimes. So it's perfect for when I'm getting ready to do this next one with Colin Farrell, which is a fresh reference. I don't know what I'm talking about now. But still, anyways, you know, you get that all the time. So, as that joke just fell apart, like in the middle of me saying it. Yeah, comics, we're the worst at it. We're terrible at dropping resumes. It's just what we do, you know. We always gotta let you know that we're working. You know, you can ask a comic about anything. The first words out of his mouth are, I was doing a show somewhere. Just ask him anything. Have you ever had a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I was doing this show in New York with this awesome comedian. There was a sandwich shop down the street. It sucked. But there was a dude in the sandwich shop told me about another sandwich shop in Ohio that said they had great PB&J. Anyways, I'm on Comedy Central next month. That being said, I did recently just do a show. Look, I like it here at the Ice House. The Ice House is nice. Give it up for the Ice House real quick. Makes me look more glamorous up here. I like it because comedy isn't nearly as glamorous as some people think it is. You know, I mean, obviously, comics in the room. You know, it's like a lot of people think that comedy is like all Tonight Show and these kind of really cool venues like this. But sometimes you get them bad ones. I just recently did a show in Amarillo, Texas. Boo! Exactly, we got a shitty sports team over there in Amarillo. But no, I seriously did a show, and this is no bullshit. I did a show next to an establishment. This is what it was called. It was called the Lord Jesus Christ is Our Savior Truck Stop. That's the name of it. Like, they didn't have any kind of clever nothing. Like, that's just how you name things in Texas. We believe this, therefore it's right together. It was right next to the We Have the Right to Bear Arms daycare center. Just letting it right now. Another fresh Amarillo reference. Oh, man. But like I said, coming from Chicago, I love that. I love doing that. No, it's okay. It's all right. Finish. Wait, what's she whispering? What's she whispering right now? Did she wave me off? Like, I'm talking about this cock right now. You don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There's something important. Like, holy shit, there's flies down up there. Like, I move slow when the phone rings, too. Like, my vision is based on movement or something. Like, don't do it. It'll be all right. So, I would always have an 8x10 headshot photograph of Chris Hansen from Dena+In NBC on me. Chris Hansen? Yeah, from Sketch Program. You guys know what I'm talking about? Dena+In? Just in case I accidentally walked into that To Catch a Predator house, I could totally throw him off. Like, I could walk in there and be all ready for a time or whatever, you know, he'd come out, and he'd be like, hey, why don't you have a seat? And I could totally flip it on him. I'd be like, oh my god, thank God, finally, you know how I'm trying to meet you? Will you sign this picture for me? Seriously, man. Your fan club sucks, dude. It's awful. You see the lengths I had to go through to meet you online? You didn't give me 13-year-old's houses I've been to looking for you. You were a public menace, man. Okay, thanks for the autograph. I'm going to return this candy now. I'm going to spend my life not having sex with children. I didn't have to spell that one out. I knew it was a slide. I could have ended that about a line earlier. Now, I said, I moved here from Chicago. You know, like I said, I like it out here. There's a lot of different things you got to learn how to do. Facebooking. I'm learning how to Facebook. I did just break up with my girlfriend recently. No, that did just happen. No, it's okay. What? No, so I haven't updated the Facebook status yet, though, right? Because nothing's official now until you do it on Facebook. Everybody realizes that, right? There's nothing official until you do it on Facebook. Like, you know, as cool as Facebook is, have you noticed that it's taken over the real world?
Yeah.
Like, people trust your Facebook profile more than they trust you as a person. Exactly. You can say anything. Like, you know, I remember I was trying to tell my mom. I was actually upset. I tried to call my mom, tell her we broke up. She didn't buy it. She wouldn't believe it. I called her. She's like, how you doing, honey? I'm like, you know, not so good. You know, Amanda and I just broke up. She's like, I didn't see anything on Facebook about that. Well, it just happened, Mom. It's just like, just now, you know, I'm actually kind of broken up here after you could actually talk. I'm on your page right now. It still says you're in a relationship. So there's a live tweet, you know. I'm live tweeting you at this moment, you know. Like, Facebook's leaking into all kinds of other shit too. Like the new Chevys. Have you guys seen the commercial for the new Chevys that have you can post status updates in your rearview mirror? You can do that. Seriously, you can post and receive status updates in your rearview. I mean, leave it to Chevy to come up with an effective way to let the world know that you're broke down on the side of the highway. You know what I'm saying? Transmission went out, sent from my Chevy Cavalier. I poke that right there. Am I doing that properly? I don't understand what a poke is, right?
What is a poke?
I appreciate that. Thank you for reiterating exactly what I'm saying. I appreciate that.
Pokes people.
If I'm correct in saying this, it's just like saying hey to somebody, right? You just poke them like, hey, what's going on? Kind of thing. But the thing like you have like 4 different screens of them going, are you sure you want to poke this person? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm poking. Alright, so we're going to move this through keep moving this on right now, but just take care of your wait staff tonight. If there's one thing that I can tell you right now, like I say, keep the chatter to a minimum and keep the tipping to a maximum. Take care of your wait staff; they're working hard for you. Anybody here work in food service? Everybody, of course, yeah, no, absolutely. So you know, I mean, you got to put up with a lot of stupid shit when you're working in food service, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's, like you put up with people. To me, whenever I worked in food service, one thing I had to deal with all the time, they treat me like I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, one thing people did to me all the time is they would talk to me in sign language. For whatever reason. Like I'm 3 feet away and I can't hear what they're saying. They're like, excuse me, sir, can we get some silverware, salt, pepper, a little thing of mayonnaise in a box? I was like, thank God for explaining that. I thought you wanted me to jerk off 2 guys, one at a time into a cup on TV. Because for God's sake, I don't believe that.